Alright, we're back with another belt video. This is the one that I ordered on the 4th of July, and it came in the other day, I want to say 2 days ago. Today is the 15th, and so I think it came in on the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a Figures Inc. AWA replica belt, and I did not ever expect to own one of these. I liked them, but I never liked them enough to buy them. And then I had the cash, disposable cash to buy one, so I figured, hell, why not? But I'm glad I did. And so the way I came to own this belt was it was just somebody posting they had one for sale. Never dealt with them before. Asked for PayPal goods and services as opposed to family and friends, and then he started doing reference checks amongst the belt community. He turned out to be as genuine as he said he was. So I went ahead and sent it friends and family, and he shipped it out within a few days, and here we are. So if you don't know this belt, the original AWA belt was made by Reggie Parks. Parks had made the Hogan 84, the Hogan 85, the Hogan 86, the Winged Eagle, the Andre belt, the NWA TV title, which you saw me review here not too long ago, the NWA National title, WWF Tag belts, and WCW 5-plate US belt, and then the 91 through 93 World title that was used in the absence of the Crumb Rhine when Ric Flair left and went to the WWF with the big gold. And this belt in particular, not obviously the one I have here, but I'm talking about just the design, was made to replace the belt that Stan Hansen pretty much destroyed. He won the belt. They wanted him to drop it back to Bockwinkel. He didn't agree with the booking, and so he took the belt with him on a trip to Japan, defended it as the AWA World Champion, got notified that there was going to be some legal action if he didn't return the belt to Verne Gagne, and so he sent the belt back, but not before running it over with a tractor. Folklore says it was a truck, but Stan Hansen himself, when it was the podcast with Jerry Briscoe and JBL, stated that it was a tractor that ran this belt over. So that was the old inmate belt that was made in a prison for the AWA. This belt, like I said, was made by Reggie Parks and is most notably associated with people like Jerry Lawler and Kurt Hennig. There is a Larry Zbyszko variant that came about afterwards. It has different side plates, so the side plates, they don't end as square as they are here, right? On the Zbyszko version, they kind of taper out a little bit, have more of an ornate, fancy look on the edge of each side plate going towards each of the snap boxes. So that's the difference between the Hennig Lawler version and then the Zbyszko version. But since it is a Reggie belt, let me grab this for you. It has a very notable feature that is common with a very famous Reggie belt, which are the twisted bars. If you look, you can see that these bars are twisted. This one right here, as I move it up and down away from the camera, you can see it's not a flat bar. There is a ridge with a couple twists in it, and then also the horizontal bars have a bit of a twist in them as well. Figures Inc. did a fantastic job replicating the original. Now, this was a 2006 made belt, so it is not going to be pristine and immaculate, but I will say these plates are very, very nice plates. They are not tarnished at all, but they do have some swirl marks. They do have some signs of aging. You know they're not real plates, but with Figures Inc., you know the strap is going to be trash, right? I mean, look at that. And what I'm pointing out for anybody that can't see it right off the bat is like right here, this little little defect right there, and then that split, that little crack, and then the same thing. It's missing a chunk of the strap right here, and then sewn on snap boxes, which I criticized WWE Shop for. If you've seen the Big Eagle versus the stacked Big Eagle, the bootleg versus the real replica, if you've seen that video on my channel, I criticized WWE Shop for stitching on snap boxes. But I do like how AWA is stamped in. That's a Reggie thing. He did the same thing with the NWA TV title. If you haven't seen my video on that, I encourage you to go watch it, because that was something that I asked for. I was told this belt originally had a belt tip. Maybe it was on different versions. Colin Cook with Canuck Belts did a re-leather. He did a great job on it. And he included the belt tip because he said the replica had it. This one does not, and there's no holes for a belt tip. So there might have been more than one variant or more than one edition of this replica AWA title. There's your patch right there. Figures Inc., licensed by WWE, all that good stuff. 2006. So in 2023, that means it's a 17-year-old belt. Very, very nice. It is going to get a re-leather, obviously. I am not going to keep it on this original leather strap or fake leather strap. It is going to get re-leathered. There are some flaws with this. So the number one thing that kind of irks me with this belt is the fact that on the original belt, which I will post right about here for you, you could tell with Jerry Lawler and Kurt Hennig that this vertical bar sat beneath the horizontal bars. And on this one, it is sitting on top. So that is inaccurate with the original belt. Also, what's inaccurate is the original belt. The vertical bar, it wasn't straight up and down like this. The very top end, as well as the very bottom end, curved backwards towards the main plate. I'll put that photo right here. And then there is a little bit of a discrepancy on the leather. This top piece is supposed to stick out above the leather, just a tad. And I don't know why Figs didn't pick up on that. There is a video of Jerry Lawler giving a tour of his house, and towards the very end, he shows off some of the belts he has in his garage, which if it were me displaying a reused belt, it would be in a case, but whatever. Anyway, in that video, I have taken some screenshots of the original AWA belt that he kept. I heard it was a dispute of a payoff that he kept the belt, but whatever. It constitutes the reason for the Zbyszko version of this belt. But anyway, you could tell that the leather is shorter than the height of the main plate. The top of the plate sticks up over the leather. This little crown insignia thing they have on the very top sticks up over the leather just a tad. So next time you see this belt, it will be getting a full re-leather. I don't know who I'm going to have do it yet. I'm leaning towards Mendoza because he did such a good job with my NWA, but he expressed how difficult it was to do, so I don't know if he wants to tackle this one. I mean, he said the most challenging part was the lettering. But as far as the rest of the strap, it's just a single beveled line. There's no, in any photo I've seen of the AWA belt, there's no clamshell tooling, there's no camouflage tooling, there's nothing really besides just texturing the snap boxes, AWA lettering, and then a single beveled line all the way throughout. I have another belt that is on order that is supposed to be delivered tomorrow, as a matter of fact, the 17th. I said today was the 15th. It's actually the 16th. My bad. But anyway, so stay tuned. It's supposed to be delivered tomorrow. To keep my stuff consistent, I will post next Sunday. I will make a video next Sunday on the newest edition. And I'll just see you guys down the road. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll just see you guys later.